up, guys? Today we're going to be doing a little bit of painting. I've got 4 or 5 colors here, and I've got a beautiful brush. We're going to walk the line, and we're going to find some people who'd like me to paint their knife. Come along. What's your name? What's your name?
Gordon Reynolds.
Dude, Tanner, can I paint you a picture?
I'm from Washington.
I am from Joseph, Oregon.
Washington State. Now, Washington State has a lot of greens in it, yeah? I mean, we got a lot of evergreens in there, a lot of good stuff. I'm going to leave a little fluffy cloud in here because you guys get a lot of rain. What, you from Western Washington or Eastern?
Yeah. Western, yeah.
Western Washington. So you're going to have a few storm clouds that come in here, as is the habit up there in the PNW. Now these clouds up in the Pacific Northwest where you're from, they're kind of gray clouds. That is the good stuff. We got to paint some Pacific Northwest trees in here. Bring those in, just like that. We're going to paint this blade in that nice blue. Kind of that slate blue at this point, you see. We're going to bring in some of those blacks on the handle. We'll just pull it right there. Oh yeah. That is a true tsunami. Today, we'll be painting a little scene of a mountain pass. And so here in Utah, we've got these nice blue skies. Just bring in those clouds. We'll bring in a little more white here. Just bring that in. You know, when the clouds come over the Wasatch, you kind of get that little bit of red, a little red in there, you know.
Leaves are changing.
Leaves are changing. It's kind of a fall scene. We'll kind of brush that in there. Very nice. A lot of people say about painting, you got to be good to paint. And I really disagree with that. I think anybody can paint a knife. I think anybody can do what I'm doing here. And it doesn't take much, you know. This kind of looks like we're up in the Uintas. We're going to bring those mountains in there. We'll just kind of paint their shapes. I've got that white, and I'm just going to put a little bit of that on my knife there, on my paintbrush. I'm just going to tip it in there. Bring that sun in on the side of those mountains. Just like that. These are going to be kind of sun-kissed trees along the edge here, you see. Bring that guy up just like that. Just like that. Yep. And then I always like to plant a little tree on the other side as well. You know, you like symmetry in your paintings, but you like a little bit of randomness as well. Now, let's see, Gordon. What we need now is we'll just put a little rock here on the bottom. Just along there. Just bring that floor in there. That's good. And we'll start just painting that knife right in the foreground, right there. Now I'm just gonna bring in some of those details, just like that. Just very nice. Give it a little pivot. When I paint my knives, I like to just bring in that edge right there. See, I like a sharp knife and I like a sharp edge. Now, Tanner, I like painting knives and I like to paint them in scenes, places you'd like to go, places you'd like to visit. Now, you're up in the Great Pacific Northwest, is that right?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm gonna paint some clouds in here. We'll start out with
some cerulean blue.
Oh yeah, some cerulean blue. I love that you know the colors.
Yeah.
Now Tanner, I usually paint a little smaller, but today we've got a little bit bigger canvas. I'm just gonna work this in here. Bring that cerulean blue in here. We're just gonna wash it a little bit. I add a little water to it, you see. Really wanted those clouds to kind of pop. We'll paint a base layer there, and then we'll come in and we'll bring in some of this white. Now Tanner, I know you're a bit of an artist yourself, but
I try to be.
today you're on my show. You're gonna find out that I'm just a little bit of an artist, but that's the joy of painting and the joy of knives is anybody can participate. You don't have to have a $400 Sebenza, even a $400 Benchmade, you know. You can have
or an $800 Arius.
You don't have to have an $800 Arius either, you know. You can just show up with your $58 Lander, turn it into a paintbrush, and anybody can paint, you know. Now the clouds up in the Pacific Northwest, they kind of get angry sometimes, you know.
A little gray, a little sad.
I'm gonna bring in a little bit of that dark right underneath those clouds, you see. Not that they're mad, but they just might have a little bit of energy in them around the edges.
Bring that living in the emo era.
Up in the Cascades, y'all have a few hills and mountains, so I'm gonna palette knife this just a little bit up the sides. That'll bring those trees nice in there, just like that. That'll give us the base of our trees. We'll just kind of pull these out just like that. Bring that green in there a little more. This is the sort of thing that really brings knives together and brings trees together. There it is. Now we're gonna start into that Lulu handle. Really, we should probably use a smaller brush for this stuff, but you know, we're doing a little bit of abstract today. Nice curve there in the handle. Right up there by the blade, we'll bring that in. Now we're gonna bring in some highlights on that knife. You see, it's a little abstract, but we'll just tip it off as if the sun's just coming over those mountains, those hills over there.
That's how you want to make it,
We'll
right?
just put a pivot screw in there, a handle screw. Now these are flatheads, so we'll bring that together just like that. Give it a little definition down below. And then we're gonna pull this up top. I like my knives with a keen edge. Now that your knife has a scanty, we're gonna cheat it here in the painting a little bit, and we'll just bring that scanty all the way down.
Got secondary bevel.
Yeah, we're gonna leave the secondary bevel out because my brush is about 10 times too big to make a secondary bevel. There it is. Just throw my name over in the corner. It's a little bit abstract, you see, but the thing is it's mine, and
Was it in with the picture?
it's mine, and now it's yours, Gordon. And there is your painting, Tanner. All right, guys, if you like content like this, definitely give us a like and a subscribe, and leave us in the comments what you would like me to paint. Maybe we do Ben Ross again, and maybe next time we do it with a smaller brush so that we can actually paint.
Yeah.
This is a riot. Thank you, Tanner.